Hey, welcome back here on your Monday. So, Scott quickly learned there's a moral to one of his recent stories with Connecticut lighting. Plan ahead.
Plan ahead. That goes with anything in life, right?
Yeah, 100%. So that includes planning when it comes to renovating a home or buying a brand new home. So Scott met with Todd Director, president of Connecticut Lighting Centers, to talk about the importance of planning ahead. Take a look.
Whoa, what is this? Color by number? Etch-a-sketch? What's going on here?
Scott,
Hey, Todd. How are you?
what type of project are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to design some lighting for my house. I'm doing a couple of renovations, and I figured I'd come to Connecticut Lighting. Is that a good idea?
I think it's a great idea. I just don't think the outfit's necessary. But
I think I look pretty good.
All
I'm
right.
getting ready for some hard hat construction here.
all right, well, you know what? In all seriousness, extremely important to get in here first. You know, here at Connecticut Lighting are trained lighting professionals, whether you have plans or you don't have plans. Before you start your project, before you run all that electrical, get in here, and I'm going to show you a lot of reasons why.
Okay, where do you want to start?
Let's start in the kitchen.
Let's do it. I got my hard hat on. Todd, we're in the kitchen. The last time I did a kitchen renovation, I got a couple of pendants for my island, but that was about it. There's a lot more to think about.
Absolutely. You know, here at Connecticut Lighting, you know, one of the things we do a ton of is functional lighting and task lighting, as well as all the decorative lighting. Okay, so, you know, to start off, recessed lighting, you know, a really important aspect of, you know, kitchen lighting, right?
Yep.
So your recessed lighting, getting the right recessed light spacing, layout, we can do all that here. Okay, the other thing is, you'll also notice as we frame down, this backsplash has no outlets or switches in it whatsoever.
I've never seen anything like this.
Well, yeah, and it's pretty simple. Angled plug mold, okay, right underneath.
Okay.
You can do angled plug mold, and then off the angled plug mold, you can run under cabinet lights, and you can have the best of both. So great lighting. The backsplash looks absolutely incredible. No cuts in the backsplash, and just such a nice, clean look in that kitchen.
And what about the hardware?
Again, another thing that's really important, you know, if you know that we have hardware and you look at it, sometimes people, you know, pick a piece of hardware that they absolutely love and they find out it just doesn't work out with the way their cabinets are designed or where the holes are set and everything else. So again, just something to look at, get a sense for what your feeling is, so then when you come in and you are timed to buy hardware, you can get whatever you like.
Okay, and the selection of hardware is incredible.
Absolutely, the selection of hardware is extremely extensive. And then, you know, one thing I always like to point out too, take a look at over here. Okay, this is a small little lighting control system that we built into this kitchen. Those 8 buttons take the place of 8 switches on the wall.
Wow.
So again, just a nice, clean way, extremely easy to do, extremely economical. You know, almost the same pricing as buying a dimmer today, and you can do that, you know, very easily.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, much easier. Again, if there was already holes cut here for all those 8 switches, we could make them smart, but they'd live right here on the wall.
Okay.
In this case, these dimmers actually live over in a closet. Every time you hit one of these buttons, a light turns on, but it's actually just speaking to a dimmer.
Let there be light. Todd, pendants over an island, very important. Also, you need to think about that before you start doing anything.
Yeah, it's much better too. You know, again, today, as you can see, you know, sizes on things. I mean, we have pendants right there at 4 inches, and we got one right here that's 18 inches. So again, the options are just endless. But if you have a, you know, 6 or 7 foot island or 8 foot island, and you have 2 holes cut at a certain distance apart, you're kind of stuck with whatever fits inside of the electrical that's already run there.
Right.
So again, just getting us involved. And then the other thing is that you can see, you know, you have some fixtures that are glass. This is a pendant that's all spun steel. So in this instance, you're going to get great downlight, but not much general light. So again, that function really plays a big role. And then the other thing is too, we're seeing a ton of linear fixtures, elongated singular fixtures that are really cool and different. Again, sometimes people want to use them over that island or over a dining room. But again, if that's known ahead of time, then we can prep for it and make sure the electricals ran in the proper space, and you can have whatever you'd like.
So if you have those 2 electrical outlets that you were talking about, that's...
You're stuck dependent.
You're stuck.
You really don't have any options.
You can, if you come in before
and you take a look at some of the lighting and you see some of the linear fixtures, and you decide that over your 6 foot island you want a singular linear fixture They can put the electrical box right in the middle of that island up in the ceiling, and then you can have whatever fixture you like.
Great. Here we are in the land of the outdoors. Todd, I would never think to come here first before I did my outdoor project.
Yeah, and you know what? Quite often people come to us after the fact. They have pictures of this beautiful landscape that we did. And again, by coming here first, you see all the options in pathway lighting, hardscape, wall lighting and up lighting. And if we can get the electrician to know what the design is prior, just much easier. Everything can be run and you can have exactly what you want.
So the key here is before you do any project that has to do with lighting, come to Connecticut Lighting before it's roughed out.
Come to us first. So then when you make your selections after, the options are endless rather than being pigeonholed into, what electrical's already been run.
All right, I got another site to run to. Would you mind if I left?
I'll see you.
All right, okay, good to see you, Todd.
All right, again, the moral of the story, plan ahead with Connecticut Lighting. You'll be very happy you went to see them before everything's mapped out in your new house or if you're renovating.
Connecticut Lighting has 2 locations, one in Hartford and the second is in Southington. So many choices, so much fun. So head on over to one of those locations. Take a look.
All right, very good.